Okay.
There you go.
Okay, Eagle versus Shark is I'm just reading here from wherever I downloaded this from. 2007 movie is an offbeat New Zealand romantic comedy that follows the budding relationship between two socially awkward misfits, Lily and Jarrod. Lily is played by Lauren Horsley, and Jarrod is Jermaine Clement. This is directed by Taika Waititi, I think is how you say it. And he also played the older brother, Gordon. That was him. So Lily is a shy fast food worker that harbors a deep crush on Jarrod, the video game clerk. She crashes his dress as your favorite animal party in a shark costume, and he's an eagle. And she won him over with her video gaming skills. So the kind of the plot of the movie is that they go to Jarrod's hometown where he plans to settle a decade-old score with a high school bully. He's going to challenge him to a fight. So the conflict is where Jarrod's obsessed with his revenge mission, but there's all this sadness underlying the whole story, having to do with his older brother who committed suicide, and his father doesn't give him any attention, essentially. Along the way there, Jarrod dumps Lily to focus on his training for this fight. So Lily, trying to navigate her sadness, starts to bond with his family. I like the movie because it had a lot of quirkiness to it. I like kind of strange movies. That it did have a lot of sadness running through the whole thing. Jarrod, because what I mentioned with his brother and his dad not giving him any attention. Lily she has this kind of unconditional devotion to Jarrod. I think she's trying to find her own self-worth. So I think in the end they kind of accept their loser status with each other and commit to be together. Talked about that. So Jarrod, even though he finds out that his bully is in a wheelchair, he still decides to attack him and still manages to lose. So he goes into this deep depression, and kind of the highlight of the crux of the movie is where in his depression, he admits to Lily that he's a loser, and she says doesn't matter, and that's kind of where they find peace with each other, accept their loserness, if you want to call it that. So yeah, that's and also they had that kind of.
Had you seen this before?
No.
How did you pick it? How did you find it?
I usually go through these various lists of
I'm
movies
curious what
of
list
different
this was
kinds.
on.
Yeah.
Well, I know it was on Letterboxd, but I don't remember what the name of the list was.
Not familiar. Oh, okay.
And it is, way down the list. I just, I was
Well,
just looking for
loved it.
interesting stuff.
I loved it. I tried to figure out where you find more like this. The reason I was so inspired by it, it cost barely over $1 million, which led me to believe even
I
I
have
could
that
make
in here
movie.
somewhere.
I could probably.
Yeah, the budget was 1.35 million and the box office was 1.3 million. So it lost a little bit of money. I think it opened in only 3 theaters, 2 in New York City, and I don't know where the other one was, but
did it play in Australia or New Zealand?
Must have, but I don't know. I didn't read anything about that. But
I thought that it was what's the Colorado or the Utah?
Sundance?
Yeah, it debuted in Sundance.
Yeah, they did
got mixed
funding for it.
reviews.
And I like the stop motion sequences in there, which kind of told the story in itself too. So, well,
I
I
knew
have
I
to
liked
say,
it when the two main characters had matching lip moles. I thought
right.
this could be a fun ride.
Yeah. She actually does have that mole. I didn't check to see if his was real or makeup.
Yeah, his is makeup, hers is real.
So what do y'all think? I'm interested to hear what Karen says about the psychological junk.
I don't know.
She doesn't like it.
This is not the movie for me.
Okay.
I found it kind of cringy. It was kind of has that Napoleon Dynamite, which I also
Exactly.
did not like. Feel
I remember
to it.
not liking that too.
And Jarrod was just an asshole. I mean, he was just a creep.
Yes.
He lied. He manipulated her. Oh, let's go see my family. He just needed a ride. You know, and dumped her and like, oh, I'm dating Tracy now. And it's like, no, you're not. The ending, I don't buy it. I don't think he's reformed. I don't think he's going to be a good boyfriend. I think he's always going to be kind of the, you know, insecure asshole that he was,
Yes.
Self-aggrandizing, and he treated her with absolutely no concern for her feelings at all, and she was such a doormat.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, and then beating up on Eric after Eric not only showed up in a wheelchair but apologized, but then he still goes after him, not with nunchucks. Those hurt.
Yeah.
It was just like, in the
silly.
horse you rode in on, Jarrod. Like Jermaine Clement, Flight of the Conchords. Oh man, I love that, but I did not like this character. And so, yeah, this was not the movie for me.
He gave her the lilies he picked out of that yard.
Oh, big deal.
I thought it was just a
PFD.
few more lines for Damon short of Napoleon Dynamite. If they would have developed Damon a little more as being a little more freakish, like Napoleon's brother or his uncle. I thought I was watching Napoleon Dynamite all over again.
I have to, I didn't care for it. The characters, the two characters, just like you said, Karen, he was such a self-centered, overconfident, horrid person. And she was such a wimp, and I couldn't like either one of them. I don't mind people that have flaws, and I don't mind people that have that are unconfident. But my God, this was so over the top on both of them that I just don't like them. I don't like, and there was not a revealing quality. She was well, I guess she was like a happy person, but she was such a wimp that I didn't like her either. I couldn't. I kept on telling her, take a 2x4 and smack him across the head. But I know she would never do that. I mean, I just really didn't like the characters. And when I didn't like the characters, then I didn't care whether he had what his reasons for being the jerk that he was. I didn't care.
So you're saying there's a chance.
What I hear is
okay.
what I hear is that the actors did an excellent job of making you dislike them. And
yes,
they pulled it
yes,
off.
they did.
They
Yeah,
got
they
under
did.
they got under your skin and you rejected them. And yeah.
Well, I go into a movie willing to I didn't find their characters that there wasn't a lot of depth to the characters. I mean, they were both losers, and she was a wimp and he was a jerk, and it didn't go much. I didn't find it going much.
They're like paper dolls. I agree, Donna. They're like paper dolls.
And their reasons for you to sympathize with them many times were made up and they weren't true at all.
Exactly. It's like, who cares?
Another layer of reasons to dislike the characters. There was plenty to hate in this. And
I wish he would have beat him at the video game instead of just staring at him. That was
knew she could have.
Win.
I wish he would beat him on something. I wish he would have said something. Just because, just have a little bit of backbone, but
Her
my,
passivity annoyed you?
oh, yes.
So she did
It's
that
way
well
more
too,
than
huh?
passivity. It's just, that went beyond. You know, it's like, yeah, I like to see the best in people too, but please, you know, there's only so, you can only slap me so many times before I go, hey, wait, you know, and the way he treated her, oh, that I hate those kind of movies that make women out like that. And it's hard for me to look beyond that. But anyway, it wasn't my type of movie either. But again, that's why we have a club, to each his own.
I just liked all the quirks, you know, the
Well, it was quirky, that's for sure.
dad in the wheelchair who walks over to the kid in the wheelchair and helps pick him up. I mean,
Yeah.
the dad walked home after he got to a certain point.
Yes,
I
that's
wish
the
would
one
have
part I
taken
thought
notes
was,
of all the
yeah,
quirky side bits.
there were.
And then yet Lily keeps pushing him around. Again,
Yeah.
Lily's saying, get your ass out of this wheelchair. You can walk, motherfucker.
That's not her
Exactly.
character. That's not her nature. No.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet Chris loved it though.
You know, I knew there was a trick to them pulling her name out of the hat as to
Yeah,
when
me too.
who was going to get fired.
Yeah, I did.
Every one of those slips of paper has her name on it, and by gosh, if it didn't, I mean, it was a terrible setup. But I guess she didn't play the game like the other little girl did with the manager, and it's like, oh no, you don't need to work there anyway. She was a good hula hooper, like behind Jeff Copeland.
Yeah.
It took me back to years when I did that. My gosh, forever. But yeah, it was hard to stick with the story, Jeff. Sorry, but it's like, oh my gosh. When is this over?
It was short, at least.
It was.
It was.
Really short.
It
See, you
was,
touched
but
the nerve,
that.
Jeff.
I just don't have the attention span for this type of movie. It's just not my thing, but it must be yours.
I'd never seen it before, so.
Oh, that's true.
Did you
I
like
loved it if I hadn't already seen it.
You'd seen it before?
You saw it?
I know, but it's Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, there's really, I don't think anything different from the quirkiness of Napoleon Dynamite.
Well,
which
the finale
3
in
years
Napoleon,
prior.
the finale in Napoleon Dynamite, there's nothing like that in this movie.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't really remember it that much. I just remember I didn't like it.
He dances. He
I
gets in
Yeah.
front of the whole school and dances.
Yeah.
I just thought that, you know, it kind of held my interest because she was like seeing something in him that nobody else could. But I don't think that they ever really told you what
Yeah,
that
it wasn't there.
They never told you what it was, you know, that she felt about him. And, you know, so that way it was like the ending was kind of like, well, I'm glad they're happy together and all that, but what was it? You know,
When he first walks into the fast food place where she has no one in front of her and he chooses to go get in line,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that meant anything? Do you think she decided, I'm going to change his mind about me?
I think it's when he came back and gave her the note to give to the fast food babe to come to the party.
Which she,
And what an awkward party that was. Oh my
Oh, it's all
God.
people from the video game store. for sure.
Yeah.
Little 8, 9-year-old kids and
Yeah.
you just came from a dinner party where one of the guests had to leave because their dog shit the bed. I mean,
at the neighbors.
I know.
Well, I don't know video games, so perhaps if I did, I would have a little bit different outlook on this, Jeff. But I don't know about video games at all,
I
so
don't either.
kind of lost me.
like the rest of you, I was trying to figure out what did, you know, the heart wants what the heart wants, but usually you can, in the course of a movie, you figured out why the heart was touched. And you don't in this movie. You never see, at least anything that I could see. I went back and reviewed the different scenes and thought, was there something said or done or a gesture that would have anchored her into this guy's life? I don't really see it. But I enjoyed the ride, waiting for nothing to happen.
Well, his family embraced her. They were very
Yeah.
kind to her and not so much to him because they already knew what he was about. But
Maybe
And-
she
They
wanted it.
probably embraced her because it was probably his first girlfriend.
yeah, well, he apparently had another one since his daughter,
He has a-
9-year-old daughter.
No, who he
was,
doesn't see.
"Hi,
He's also like
Dad."
a deadbeat dad. Oh, great.
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
he
she
was
wanted it on
a
anything.
real
Maybe she
loser.
wanted it on the tracksuit empire.
Yeah, sold her stuff.
That was
I
hilarious.
love that.
That was good.
Yeah.
His
I
father
thought
was
that
pretty
was a strange
disgusted with him, too.
component that he had a baby.
Yeah.
How's that fit?
Should we make Copeland go next to last or last?
I have a couple of questions. One is for Karen, and I know there is a specific personality type, and I can't remember it. It's been so long, but is it an inadequate personality or something like that where there's really not much to them? And this is like being in my hometown on Saturday night in my teen years and watching.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
what are
Town
these
full of
people doing?
To grow up.
In rural Missouri. And, I felt like, Gary made the comment on it. This is a group of people who are doing a skillful job of telling me a story that I don't want to hear.
Mhm, mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know. I mean, diagnostically, he maybe sort of is kind of a borderline personality.
that was it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember.
Kind of,
Yeah.
I hate you, don't leave me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Borderline personality sounds to me like you barely have one.
No, that's not what it means.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in this case, it kind of does.
But he was, he
Wow.
doesn't have much of one.
Say more about what you got out of the movie, Jeff, if anything.
Well, it was just, I agree with everybody else that it was thin and it was kind of, didn't really bring any points home to me. But I did watch the whole thing. So there was something
Points
about
for
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't have any great other insights.
Do
I
you
was
think
wondering
maybe
if
is it
the-
like a cultural thing? Is it like New Zealanders would get it and we're all just like, what the? Is that-
I
Yeah.
don't think that many of them
Maybe.
got it. It only made
Maybe.
1.2 million and against a budget of 1.3. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
hasn't got shelf life.
That was before we rented it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over the top.
I watched it for free. It was on Hoopla.
Yeah, I got it on Hoopla
okay.
too.
Oh, yay, Mike.
Wow.
I just wondered if the Flight of the Concorde folks were able to get the Sundance money and get it put together.
Maybe.
And maybe it was more about their background,
Mm-hmm.
Jarrod and Waititi.
Brit.
If you don't know about Flight of the Conchords, go to YouTube and put in business time. The
Hmm.
video business time, and you will be a fan.
Yeah. My favorite episode, Bowie in Space.
I've not seen that.
Oh, look for that one.
I
Okay.
looked those up. That was back around 2000, 2003, something like
Mhm.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was before this movie. Yeah.
So Jeff, when you were in fourth grade, but
So was this guy the star of Flight of the Concorde?
There were
Yeah.
there
One
were
of
two
them.
of them, and he was, they were New Zealand musicians who never quite made it. They had the world's worst manager.
but they were hilarious.
Oh, they were hilarious. So was the manager. There'd just be the three of them in the room, and every time he'd take roll. Rich, here. Jermaine, here.
It was like that generation's Firesign Theater.
Okay.
Yeah, it sort of was. Yeah, yeah.
Honey, what'd you think of this?
Not to pile on Jeff here, so I'm going to take Whitaker's angle of attack here and going, these characters were difficult to like. And I'm sure that as individuals, the actors are probably pretty nice people, but I found it really difficult to get engaged with these people at all. They didn't seem like people that I would be attracted to in life in any way at any level. And so it was kind of a chore to get through the movie because I wasn't engaged in any aspect of their lives at all. In particular, the costume party just sort of ratified. There's nobody in this room who I would want to go hang with.
That saves you from having to go to a party like that. You can watch somebody else go, okay, glad I didn't get invited to that one.
Yeah, well, I've gone to my share of dog parties, but yeah, it was just, I mean, they did a real nice job making them very uninteresting, and that may have been, obviously it was the point, but it didn't engage me at all. So, you know, it was a nice try, but it's not going to be a movie I revisit.
I got to confess, at the end, when the guy showed up in the wheelchair and apologized, I thought, there is the arc of that character who started off as so unlikable, and now he's going
Now he's going to.
Now he's going to be even more
beat the
unlikable.
shit out of the guy, and it's like, oh, that blows my theory. You know?
No arc.
Whips him with the nunchucks.
Yeah.
And I know Jeff Arthur, the other Jeff, you said you liked the stop action, but it seems sort of just like thrown in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and here you go. And it's like, well, where did that come from? What is that? What is
And
that?
why?
Is that somebody's
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
that
that's been
somebody's
confusing too.
dream, or is that what? And then
Well,
it's
they were,
away.
at least at the end, it was more obvious where there were two rotten apples, right? And they sat on the beach and you know, happily ever after, two rotten apples. But
You know, if they had left out the stop action, they could have probably broke even that extra 100,000 in stop action.
That's right.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
right. They could have made a
Could have
profit
broken even.
of $3.
Seen moving
maybe.
their sleeping bags all over the mountain.
yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Jeff, I give you credit for, you know, finding something offbeat and
Yes.
so unlikable.
Oh, there were the Bowie songs, the David Bowie songs made it.
Oh yeah.
Brought it up
Yeah,
a
that
few
was-
notches, and for me, I'm like, oh, all right, there we go.
I don't
I
think
think
we're.
Jermaine Clements is just you know, his Bowie is his idol.
I don't think we were
to work
quite
David
the
Bowie
target
into.
audience for this movie, so that might have a little bit to do with it too.
I don't think there
Yeah,
is one.
like-
Yeah.
Well, if there is, it's certainly in a bunch of
Isn't it?
70-year-olds, you know, and more like 25-year-olds that are, you know, dealing with this kind of stuff. But like Karen said, it might be cultural. It might, you know, New Zealandish.
Maybe. You know, that's a good point, because there's something on TV now called, I think it's called Fisk, and it's from, I think it's New Zealand or Australia. I'm not sure which. Has anybody seen it?
Not that one.
It's
Oh,
that
okay.
same, it's a woman lawyer that is so weak and so nondescript, nothing, that I had that same feeling, these women, and this woman's in a somewhat powerful position and still, and I was like, so when you said cultural, I just wonder, I don't know, but it's just strange that the women in this particular, in both of these, were just so weak and so you know,
Submissive even.
yeah.
But doesn't
Yeah.
New Zealand have a woman? I don't know if it's prime minister or what the
Not
title is.
anymore.
Yeah, and
They
she was
did.
wonderful. That's
Not
right.
anymore. Yeah.
She was, yeah, she was.
Yeah,
good.
she is. She is one. There's a documentary on her, I think. Yeah, yeah, she is good. So there goes that theory. No, it's not all women.
I'm not sure
Type.
how long I'll be able to hang in. Today was infusion day, and I can feel myself fading. So I do have some recommendations, and if you guys want to keep kicking this movie while it's down, we can. Or there's some stuff on Netflix that has been nominated for Golden Globes that I think is worth a look. There's a movie called Train Dreams that is a beautiful movie, and Joel Edgerton, the star, has been nominated by Golden Globes for Best Actor. There's a movie on Netflix called Caught Stealing, which is just a good action movie. A kid who lives in an apartment building knocks on the wrong door, and all hell breaks loose. He ends up caught in the middle of stuff, but it's well done. And Mahoney, he is a uh, near baseball star. So there's that story alongside it.
I wondered about
What was that
now.
again, Gary? What was the name of that?
Caught Stealing, which is
Oh,
what
caught stealing. Got it.
which has a baseball reference to it, but you don't figure that out until anyway. He's part of a big
Wow.
heist that he didn't intend to be part of, but he gets caught in because of his neighbors. There's a movie, and I'd never heard of it, called Collateral.
Oh
Has
yeah.
anybody seen Collateral?
Oh, yeah.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, that was the one with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, that
Pinkett
was good.
and Mark Ruffalo, Karen. But the reason it popped up is one of those movies that Netflix has the rights to until the end of December. And Joan and I had never seen it. I thought it was very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's intense. So I think we mentioned this before, the Lowdown, the series Lowdown. It's a TV series that Ethan Hawke is. And Ethan Hawke is nominated for a Golden Globe. Not in that. He's nominated in Blue Moon, which is the Rogers and Hart story before it became Rogers and Hammerstein, and how Hart, spun out, and it's well done. I think we talked about Death by Lightning,
Yeah.
the Garfield assassination thing. Okay. There's a movie called Hedda, and the star is Tessa Thompson, and she is the opposite of all the women or the female character in the movie that we just watched. She is headstrong and conniving, and she works all the angles at this cocktail party. It's a little bit like Virginia Woolf in that everybody's drunk and saying things they shouldn't, but you can't take her eyes off of her. And I see why she got the Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress. I'd never seen her in anything before, but it's called Hedda. And I think it's based on a book called Hedda Gabler or Gobbler or something like that. And she's the daughter of a general, and she has all sorts of privileges she thinks should come her way. And may not be for everybody, but
Is that Netflix too?
no, that one I had to pay for off Prime. The best movie I've seen, though, and you'll probably have to find it later. Oh, there's also, the best movie I've seen this season is a movie called It Was Just an Accident. And I saw it in a theater. I'll warn you, it's Iranian and it's subtitles, so you'll have to read it. But it is powerful, breathtaking. Can you hear Joan's phone quacking in the background? No? Okay. Anyway, if you get a chance to see It Was Just an Accident it may not be in a multiplex cinema. We have an art house theater here, and I was able to see it, but it will eventually, make it to the streaming. But it's the best movie I've seen this season. And there's another one that's been nominated and It Was Just an Accident is a Best Picture nominee by the Golden Globes, and everybody says the one that Leonardo DiCaprio in, Battle After Battle, or It's Just Another Battle, or something like that, is probably the odds-on favorite to win it. But this one will get its share, but it will also win for Best Foreign Film. I have no doubt about it. And then there's another one called Sentimental Value, which is a Swedish movie that I would advise you not to go see. But it was nominated for Best Picture, and I thought it was dreadful. So there's my list of things to do and not do.
You've been watching a lot of movies.
What else have I got to do? And I can tell you, I don't have a lot of energy, but I realized, at the Art House Theater, it's probably got 100 seats and 80 of them are empty. because I'm going in the afternoon, and so it's sort of like having my own theater.
Mm-hmm.
I figured out that going there and sitting in silence and watching a movie takes no energy, while going out to this corporate party or that, family get together, where's,
Yeah.
I was with Jeff and Karen the other night, and after I peppered Jeff with questions for an hour or so, I just said, I'm done. I'm out of gas. And Jeff was generous enough to leave when my tank was empty. But going to a theater or sitting and watching a movie at home is, the next best thing to a nap. So
Yeah.
watching a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So my spiel is done.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Who's,
happened? I
whose pick
lost
is it next time?
somebody. What happened?
I think
I'm
we're all still here.
I've seen everybody.
Yeah, everybody's on
No,
my
I don't
screen.
know what happened. It just went out.
Went from 9 to 8. Should we call roll?
I've been watching Welcome to Derry, which is a horror series on HBO. It's a prequel to, what's it called? It? Stephen King novel, or Stephen King novel and movie. My son is in town for Christmas, and so he said, let's watch this. And it's scary, but it's pretty good.
Dairy like dairy? You mean like
what?
milk dairy? What kind of dairy? How do you spell dairy?
Oh,
So-
Derry.
DRY.
Yeah.
Irish Dairy.
And
Oh, okay.
and it's Derry, Maine is where the city, it's also the setting for it. So all this, I mean, I did see it, but it's been so many years now,
That's the Stephen King influence.
the Stephen King part of it. But
Get down.
that took place, I believe, in Derry, Maine, and so now this is 1962, and a whole new set of kids are having trouble with this monster. But it's pretty well put together in this year of horror movies.
Yeah, it is.
It's your pick next week, isn't it, Bill?
Yeah.
Next time.
Are you ready for me to give it?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick a movie that I don't think I've ever seen all the way through, and some people said it's like the best movie of all time. I'm gonna pick Casablanca.
Oh, I love Casablanca.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
I think
It's great.
It is.
so. I think it'd be a good one for this club to pick apart. Let's find out if it really is the best movie of all time. I'm sure we'll be able to do that. Anyway,
So many quotes from that movie, round up the
Yeah,
usual
I mean,
suspects.
yeah, there's so many,
Right.
everybody can quote.
This is the start of a beautiful friendship. Yeah.
Here's looking
Play
at
it.
you,
Here's
kid.
looking at you, kid. Yeah.
Play it,
Play
Sam.
it, Sam.
But he
Yeah.
doesn't say that.
He doesn't
He
say
does say
play
that.
it
He
He
doesn't
again.
doesn't
play it
say play it
again.
again. He says play it,
Play it.
Sam. Yeah.
So that's on January 5th, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Bill, for our next meeting, yeah.
sounds right.
We're
That's
skipping the
first Monday in
29th.
January.
We
Yeah.
just do the first and third Mondays of each month.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thinking the 4th.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
busy month anyway.
Well, if you didn't finish watching Down Cemetery Road, you need to.
Yes, it's
Final
so good.
episode was just wonderful. Just
I love
so
her. Yeah.
well crafted.
Yeah, very good.
Down Cemetery Road.
It's on Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mick Herron wrote the book. He's also the author of the books that Slow Horses are based on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's an Oxfordian.
I mean, I've been really enjoying Pluribus too. It's
Yeah,
like-
Pluribus is interesting. I'm not a big sci-fi fan, but it is it's just interesting. Yeah.
yeah,
This takes your shifts your focus of what's going on to what would happen if
Yeah,
everything we know is not there anymore.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And everybody is agreeable except for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you know what I've been watching that I never watched when it was first out, and I said, well, people say it's so good, and it's Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I saw Stranger Things. Yeah,
And
that's
that
good.
and what I was trying to figure out, I really I liked it. As I said, I don't like sci-fi that much, but I thought so far it's been really good. And I was trying to figure out, well, why is it that it's so good? And I get it reminds me of E.T. It's that same thing with kids versus adults versus bad ones, but all that stuff. And
They've done a good job of reinventing the 80s
oh
food.
yeah.
All the cultural icons get starring roles in the show.
Yeah.
Reminder for
Yeah.
them.
And the
Donna, did you
music,
like the Umbrella Academy? Did you watch that?
I didn't.
Okay, because it's kind of I mean it is sci-fi-y, sort of an alternate universe kind of a magical realism thing, but you might like that.
Good. Good. I
Good.
got a lot.
I will contact you directly. I want to talk to your son about his condo.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Don't you
Yeah,
have a home with a
yeah,
condo?
yeah. For sure, yeah, do that.
The house we're in is way out in Chesterfield, and after I do surgery, Joan doesn't need to be driving an hour each way. So if we can find a place right next to the hospital, I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
I'll email you separately.
It's which hospital?
Barnes Jewish.
Yeah, I mean, he is right down the street from Barnes.
I know.
Yeah. So that'd be a good one. But yeah, get a hold of me and I'll get you straighten him out. Gordon, get up here.
When
I've
is your
stayed there. It's got
surgery,
it's
Gary?
got a nice parking lot in back. It's a decent neighborhood.
Mhm.
When is your surgery scheduled?
The meeting I had in St. Louis this week, they did a second PET scan from the first one. The first PET scan showed cancer in the esophagus and one lymph node. This PET scan showed the lymph node was cancer-free and the cancer in the esophagus had shrunk. So we're on track to finish the last chemotherapy on January 26th. Then there'll be a 4 to 6 week recovery period before they do the surgery. So it's probably going to be in March. But the surgery is 5 to 7 hours and the hospital stay is 7 to 9 days. So Joan is going to be looking for a home away from home that's a little more convenient than Chesterfield. And so I thought of you, Bill, because I don't know if we can block off that long a period, but I'll at least give it a shot.
Yeah, no, he probably can do you some good.
Okay.
And we just got him a level 2 charger in. So you could
take our car, huh?
Yeah, you could. I mean, it's for my car, and your car's got the Tesla.
Yeah, I've got an adapter for just about everything.
Yeah.
But Joan has range anxiety. She likes to use the car around town, and that's about it. I don't know if I can talk her into that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to bail out, guys. Thanks.
Merry Christmas.
Right.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
I so appreciate all of you, even when you're wrong, It was nice to see you long form, Jeff and Karen. It was nice to see you briefly.
Yeah.
Thanks
Sorry
for the invitation.
all the ways I was a pain in the ass, but yeah.
When we're back. Oh, by the way, Jeff, I found out where my aunt lived in St. Charles. She lived right behind the Bass Pro Shop, if you know what part of town that's in.
Yeah.
So, all right. Good night, kids.
All right.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Gary.
Take care.
Take care. Wow.
All right.
Good news for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds like it right now.
Yes.
That-
But he
So
really
your son
does.
doesn't live there, Bill?
Pardon?
He doesn't live in the condo where he rents
He
it
lives
out? or was-
upstairs.
He lives
Oh,
upstairs, yeah. But I mean, he actually rents that out too. He always drive. It's 250 miles over to St. Louis, and he'll rent out both the upper and the lower. and he'll end up being here.
Like as Airbnb kind of thing or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he'll make arrangements, off of Airbnb for people we know and stuff like
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that Gary is just running out of steam. He probably told you that our granddaughter was presented, with a debutante ball, and we all went, but he was just tired. He was there for the presentation and then basically left right after that. So it's really got to be taking a lot out of him.
Should I turn off the recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Where is it? There we go.
Yeah, and gang, I'm gonna. I've got dinner waiting. I think I'm gonna bail here as well.
Well, I've got dinner waiting myself.
Well,
All right.
should we
Well-
just call it a night?
Yeah.
Call it
An
night.
easy one.
Sounds
All
fine.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas,
everyone.
everybody.
Happy
Bye.
New Year.
Yeah.
See you.
Happy
I'll
New
see you
Year.
next
Hey, we'll
year.
see you next year.
Yeah.
That's right.
Karen, are you
Okay.
going to see Jake's Leg this week?
Oh, yes, sir. I'll be there Saturday night down
At
at Boca Point.
We'll see you there.
Oh, cool. Cool beans.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye,
Christmas,
everybody.
everybody.
Hey, Chris, gone?
No,
No. So what's
I'm
this?
here.
I didn't understand this bovine disease.
It's the equivalent of human mad cow. Bovine, spongiform,
Spongiform encephalitis.
Yeah,
Now, how
that.
do you get that?
I don't
Cow
know.
brains.
I don't
Huh?
know. Something
Cow
she
brains.
ate.
Cow brain.
It's yeah.
From
Eating them?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why
This
they don't
is
want to
a-
eat brains.
Classmate of ours that recently died from that. Took a couple of months to get her. She initially started losing her eyesight, and that got worse. And they put her in the hospital before Thanksgiving, about a week before. And I saw her husband in the grocery store, and hey, how's it going? He said it's not good. And all three of her sons were at their house for Thanksgiving.